Like a puzzle, every project, every initiative, and every community member plays a vital role in shaping the bigger picture of Chino Hills.
Hello, Chino Hills. I'm Mayor Art Bennett, and welcome to the 2025 State of the City Address. Together, we will look at the pieces of progress we put into place over the last year and the exciting future we continue to build together. Each piece, whether it's strengthening public safety, enhancing our parks and community spaces, improving infrastructure, or supporting local businesses, fits together to create a stronger, more connected city.
Every great puzzle starts with the vision of the final picture. And for Chino Hills, that vision is a connected community where families, friends, and neighbors come together. Parks, community spaces, recreational facilities, and our trails and open spaces are some of the most important pieces in that picture. They are where lifelong memories are made, where kids take their first steps on a playground, where families gather to celebrate life's special moments, and where friendships form over a shared love of sports and the outdoors. Our City Council understands how a strong community and recreation programs enhance the quality of life for our residents. That's why each year we choose to make a significant investment of over $6 million into our community services programs.
On top of that, we continue to recognize the need to enhance our existing spaces and made additional investments into our parks and recreational spaces.
This month, we will complete the final phase of the $8 million Community Park Rehabilitation Project. Major highlights of the project include replacing all the artificial turf in the outfields, converting all infields, and expanding the parking lot to add 80 new spaces to welcome more families, friends, and visitors to this community space. Thank you to our County Supervisor Kurt Hagman for his continued generosity to our city and his support of $250,000 towards this project. After many years of discussions and working with the community, the hockey rink and pickleball courts at Grand Avenue Park received a much-awaited refresh and maintained its space as a multi-use amenity for hockey, pickleball, and roller derby. And for those who prefer to play pickleball at Villano Park, we have also expanded the parking lot to add 15 new spaces so more people can spend time enjoying the park amenities instead of looking for a parking space. Looking ahead, we are excited to add a new central piece to our city, a second community center, and our first splash pad at Pinehurst Park. This major investment will provide a state-of-the-art recreational space where families can gather, take a break from the summer heat, enjoy community programs, and also serve as a secondary evacuation center on the south side of Chino Hills in the event of a large-scale emergency.
Well, first identified as one of the Council's priorities during a strategic goal-setting workshop, this idea will become a reality thanks to the generous $10 million funding from San Bernardino County Supervisor Kurt Hagman and the Board of Supervisors.
Of course, it's not just about the spaces we create. It's about the experiences and memories we make there. With every event, every park, every trail, and every new addition, together we are putting the pieces together to make Chino Hills a lively and more connected community. Our Chino Hills Police Department and Chino Valley Fire District create the strong foundation for the safety we enjoy here in Chino Hills. Public safety is not just about responding to emergencies. It is also about preparing for them before they happen.
And as a community who has experienced wildfires in our city before, we all know the importance of being ready. Earlier this year, we all witnessed the devastating wildfires across Los Angeles, which were a stark reminder of the risks we face here at home.
Many in Chino Hills also experienced public safety power shutoff events, where high winds and fire danger led to power outages, and for some over multiple days. These moments reminded us how important it is to be prepared.
To help residents stay informed and ready, we hosted a wildfire preparedness meeting. This meeting brought together the community, city officials, our police and fire departments, and Southern California Edison.
We discussed evacuation plans, defensible space, water supply and fire hydrants, and the city's emergency preparedness. In an emergency, we know that every second counts. So our city team also worked to launch a new emergency alert mass notification system. The new system ensures real-time emergency alerts can be received in over 60 languages, ensuring that every resident gets the information they need when it matters most.
But public safety isn't just about preparation. It's about making proactive investments that protect and strengthen our community.
The Chino Valley Fire District remains ready to respond to wildfires and other emergencies, and we continuously conduct rigorous training year-round to ensure we are prepared for any situation.
We have all witnessed the devastation that wildfires can bring, threatening our homes, our open spaces, and even our lives. We saw it in Los Angeles County, and we've seen it here in our own backyard. These moments remind us that we cannot wait until disaster strikes. We must be ready.
Last May, we joined the Chino Valley Fire District Board to break ground on Fire Station 68 at the corner of Soquel Canyon Parkway and Pipeline Avenue. This new station is a crucial addition that will allow our fire personnel to improve response times and better protect our hillside neighborhoods from the threat of wildfires.
This year, the Fire District oversaw the public review and adoption process of CAL FIRE's updated fire hazard severity zone maps for its local responsibility areas, which includes Chino Hills. The updated maps classify a majority of Chino Hills to be under some threat from wildfires and included in one of the 3 fire zones ranging from moderate, high, and very high.
But it's important to know that Chino Hills has long been proactive in addressing the threat of wildfire. The city has a long-standing designated fire hazard overlay incorporated into its development code, which already covered over 19,000 acres of newly released fire hazard severity zones. This fire hazard overlay has played a critical role in ensuring that development in these areas followed stricter building standards and fuel modification that is intended to provide a greater level of fire protection for properties in a wildland-urban interface.
Beyond fire safety, we also introduced the city's first Safe Station Tower at Grand Avenue Park, making a life-saving emergency AED accessible to the public in the event of a sudden cardiac arrest.
Thanks to the generous support of the Chino Valley Fire Foundation and the Chino Hills Community Foundation for making this resource possible. A second Save Station is already planned for Community Park to expand life-saving access at our most attended facilities.
Every decision we make today lays the foundation for a safer city, ensuring that Chino Hills remains a place where families feel secure, businesses can thrive, and neighbors watch out for one another.
Our Chino Hills Police Department takes pride in always looking for ways to better serve our residents.
We are using what we learned from the wildfires in Los Angeles to reevaluate our citywide evacuation plans and look for any improvements that can be made, especially in our more congested areas like Carbon Canyon.
This past year, we also took an important step to add 2 new positions to the police department to further enhance public safety. We welcomed a new crime analyst to the police department to analyze and identify crime trends in our community before they escalate. We also assigned a new crime prevention specialist to serve as a dedicated liaison and strengthen our partnerships with businesses, schools, and neighborhood watch groups.
Like many communities across Southern California, we have had our share of residential burglaries committed by sophisticated, organized theft crews utilizing the latest technology to stake out targets and disrupt security systems.
We have also experienced a growing number of fraudulent schemes by criminals playing on the vulnerability of our elderly and most susceptible citizens. The new police positions provide the resources needed to stay ahead of evolving crime trends and proactively prevent criminal activity in our community.
We also held a crime prevention symposium, specifically reaching out to our Asian community and bridging the gap to ensure they are well informed and feel comfortable asking questions so we can meet everyone's needs. We introduced new patrol units with Mandarin language evacuation alerts, ensuring that all residents have access to critical safety information.
大家尽快离开。
As the city continues to evolve, so does the need to reevaluate, work together, and implement new safety measures. In January, Chino Hills implemented new e-bike regulations, balancing the convenience of alternative transportation with the need to ensure safer public spaces for both riders and pedestrians. Each of these efforts is a piece of the bigger picture, a city that prioritizes safety, preparedness, and the well-being of every resident and visitor.
And none of this would be possible without the dedication and sacrifice of our police officers, firefighters, and all our emergency responders.
Their commitment, combined with the support and vigilance of our residents, is what makes Chino Hills not just a city, but a community that looks out for one another. Infrastructure might not always be the most visible piece of the puzzle, but it's one of the most important. We take pride in proactively investing in our water systems, roads, and essential services to keep our city running smoothly. A puzzle only holds together when every piece fits perfectly, and in our community, clean, reliable drinking water is one of the most critical pieces.
It has been a priority of our City Council to reduce our dependence on imported water and bring our city-owned wells back online. In 2022, we started construction on a new water treatment plant to do just that.
The treatment plant will be completed soon, and once operational, it will treat approximately 2,000 gallons of water per minute and produce nearly 3 million gallons of clean water per day for residents. And when it comes to water reliability, we know that quick action and proactive maintenance is key.
This year, our staff responded to 3 unexpected water main breaks on Los Serranos Country Club Drive, Pipeline Avenue, and Chino Avenue, working around the clock to complete repairs and keep water flowing to homes and businesses.
These unexpected repairs are necessary to maintain this essential service, but they come at a significant cost. Combined, these 3 repairs cost the city $425,000, making it even more important to plan for long-term infrastructure funding, something we'll touch on more later.
Speaking of water, we continue to make investments to reduce the city's reliance on potable water and keep our city more resilient during times of drought.
This year, we began 2 new projects to upgrade our recycled water infrastructure with new lines along English Road and Eucalyptus Avenue, bringing the city's total to 28 miles of recycled water lines. These projects are an $8 million investment to enhance the roadways and provide an environmentally sustainable source for irrigation. Once complete later this year, recycled water will be used for landscaping at some of the city's highest water consumption areas, including English Springs Park, Veterans Park, Crossroads Park, and allow for hookups to Ayala High School, Country Springs Elementary, and our equestrian properties along English Road. Thanks to County Supervisor Kurt Hagman for his support of $1 million towards these projects.
From water systems to our roads, to playgrounds and community facilities, a city is only as strong as the infrastructure that supports it. We're making sure Chino Hills is built to last through significant investments and careful planning for the future.
Each year, we are committed to making a significant financial investment towards our street improvement projects to help extend the life of our roadways. Outside of the annual street improvement projects, we identify other areas to perform proactive maintenance. Over the last year, we identified $4.7 million in street improvements, including areas of Scenic Ridge Drive and Rimrock Avenue, Soquel Canyon Parkway, and Eucalyptus Avenue.
We continue to invest in our Los Serranos neighborhood. Since 2007, the city has invested around $28 million into Los Serranos.
Of that $4.7 million, $1 million was used to complete street, curb, and sidewalk improvements along Sierra Vista Drive and Del Norte Avenue. These projects make a real difference in ensuring smoother, safer commutes for our residents, whether they're traveling to school, work, or to see friends and family.
And there's more work ahead. This summer, we'll kick off another $6.5 million worth of street improvement projects.
Our annual street improvement project this year will be focused in neighborhoods south of Chino Hills Parkway, between Peyton Drive and Pipeline Avenue. And additional work will be done in areas of Sleepy Hollow and along Butterfield Ranch Road from Soquel Canyon Parkway to Pine Avenue. For pedestrian safety, we've made a key investment in a new pedestrian hybrid beacon at Boys Republic Drive. This crossing provides a safer way for pedestrians and motorists to navigate the intersection, especially for students who frequently use this intersection to walk to Ayala High School.
The McCoy Equestrian and Recreation Center has been the cornerstone of our equestrian and rural heritage for decades.
The city has been proud stewards of this facility since Frank and Helen McCoy generously donated it to the community in 1996. We are committed to maintaining its equestrian use. We continue to invest in the property and completed just over $350,000 worth of improvements this past year to regrade the rear dirt lot to better accommodate horse trailers, relocate the disabled access spots closer to the horse arenas, and slurry sealed and improved the parking lot. Piece by piece, we are building a city that will last for future generations. Whether it's improving roadways, ensuring clean and reliable water, or upgrading public spaces, these investments are the foundation that supports everything else we do as a city. A complete puzzle isn't just about stability. It's about continuing to build upon our progress and success as a community. This year, we continued attracting new businesses and saw residential developments resume.
In partnership with the Chino Valley Chamber of Commerce, we have welcomed an exciting lineup of new businesses over the last year, adding even more options for dining, shopping, and everyday needs.
Dave's Hot Chicken brought its popular fried chicken sandwiches to the Commons, along with Soup and Fresh, serving up soups, salads, and baked goods. Gusto's Italian Bistro at the Shops quickly became a community favorite, while Marugame Udon opened at Rolling Ridge Plaza, serving up authentic Japanese cuisine. Harbor Freight Tools opened in Crossroads Marketplace, adding another option for home improvements and our local builders. We also saw progress on larger commercial developments, such as the Costco Center remodel, which relocated and expanded the gas station and expanded the parking lot and food court.
Progress isn't just about new businesses, though. It's about the homes and spaces that shape our community. Chino Hills is a city that celebrates, embraces, and welcomes people of all faiths and backgrounds, and we are home to a diverse range of religious institutions.
Last year, we celebrated the opening of the Coptic Orthodox Church off Peyton Avenue, another addition to our diverse landscape of faith-based communities.
Chino Hills continues to be a place where people want to live and do business.
Since the city's incorporation, Chino Hills has been committed to thoughtful and well-planned development that balances the growth that comes with a thriving community while preserving the natural beauty of our green, rolling hillsides and open spaces.
We know that residents often have concerns when construction begins on new residential projects, and we share those same concerns on new developments. But many of these developments have been years, sometimes decades, in the making.
We don't have a say on when the developer chooses to develop their vacant land. Oftentimes, the land was designated for residential housing in the city's original specific plan, or even approved by the county before Chino Hills became a city. In Carbon Canyon, grading has recently begun for the Serenity Grove project, formerly known as Paradise Ranch, to construct 50 single-family homes off Canyon Hills Road. Meanwhile, at the Reserve at Chino Hills Apartments, 42 units were completed off Chino Hills Parkway near State Route 71, providing additional housing in the center of the city. In Los Serranos, 2 homes have been completed and will provide affordable home ownership opportunities for disabled veterans in need. The City of Chino Hills donated the land, and the homes were constructed thanks to Pomona Valley Habitat for Humanity, many volunteers, and donors.
Providing a range of housing options in Chino Hills is essential. It is so important to have options for our senior residents who have raised their families here and want to remain in the community they love.
That's why we've been working closely with a developer on a new senior housing project at the corner of Eucalyptus Avenue and Peyton Drive. We've selected C&C Development as the developer and are currently collaborating with them on a draft site plan to ensure this project meets the needs of our aging population while seamlessly fitting into our community. While we may see our city continuing to grow, our City Council is dedicated to ensuring developments are responsible. We are committed to preserving the vision our previous City Council members created at incorporation that has made Chino Hills such a special place to live. A puzzle isn't complete without the final piece, and for Chino Hills, that is fiscal responsibility and strong leadership.
The city's finances are the foundation of every decision we make. As a council, we remain committed to preserving the financial health of our city while ensuring that we continue to provide a safe place to live and the high-quality services our residents expect.
Thanks to the foresight and prudent decision-making of our current and previous city councils and leaders, Chino Hills has a long history of conservative fiscal management. And today, our general fund reserves total $33.3 million.
While balanced budgets and our general fund reserves are a number to be proud of, they have not come without trade-offs.
We have had to scale back or pause certain services and programs to maintain a balanced budget and protect our reserves. As we move forward, preserving these reserves long-term will require thoughtful and forward-thinking solutions. Costs for public safety, infrastructure, and essential services continue to rise, and we feel the effects of the ongoing landscape and lighting deficit in our annual budget.
We must explore alternative sources of local revenue to ensure we can maintain community needs without compromising service levels.
We take a proactive approach to financial planning each year, constantly reviewing our budget and adapting to today's needs.
We do quarterly budget reviews to make sure we always stay on track, identify any challenges early, adjust expenditures, and reallocate resources when needed. We ensure your tax dollars are being used as effectively, efficiently, and transparently as possible.
Our City Council and City staff have been proactive in seeking grants, partnerships, and state and federal funding opportunities to offset costs and maximize every dollar we spend.
In the past 5 years, we have secured over $12 million in grant funding to support critical projects and to reduce the burden on our local budget.
These funds have helped pay for portions of projects covered in this video and more, including road improvements, public safety enhancements, and our wildfire safety mitigation efforts that otherwise would have required local dollars.
We know that every dollar matters. That is why, as a council, we are actively engaged at the regional, state, and federal levels on over 50 boards, commissions, or committees outside of our normal council member duties.
In these roles, they advocate for state and federal dollars to be reinvested into our city and ensure that Chino Hills gets its fair share of the funding.
Our Legislative Advocacy Committee also works to actively address federal and state legislation that impact local control on a variety of topics and funding for cities like Chino Hills.
And through strong leadership, we have maintained stability. In November 2024, voters reaffirmed their trust in the city's leadership by re-electing council members Art Bennett and Cynthia Moran for another 4-year term. Piece by piece, we continue to build on our progress for a stronger, more resilient Chino Hills. From investing in our roads, facilities, and water systems, to welcoming new businesses and thoughtfully guiding development, every decision we make is about preserving the quality of life that makes our city so special.
But what truly makes Chino Hills exceptional isn't just the work that happens at City Hall. It's the people that call this city home.
It's our active and engaged residents, our volunteers, our dedicated community partners, and our shared commitment to making Chino Hills the best it can be. We are proud of the progress we have made this year, and we know there is more work ahead. But piece by piece, together we will continue to shape a bright future for Chino Hills.